Okay, First John 5:4. So, for whatsoever is born of God. So, going back to whatever is born of God can't sin. Well, this here saying, for whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world. And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. So, when I ended with faith, this is part of what the Word of God talks about concerning faith. As a new believer, faith is something that Word of God says that I forget exactly how to say. We have to go there, but about everyone is dealt the measure of faith. But okay. For whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world, and this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. Now, to make this connection here, for whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world, okay. Like we said, the Spirit of God that comes to live in you, coming from God, coming from the spirit world, like we said before, is anything in the thing. A thing is done instantly in the spirit, but manifestation in this physical world is what in this physical world is what we have to. That that's the work. That's the growth work that we have to accomplish. That in order to get the manifestation of what's already been done in the spirit, and you are not working to your salvation is in you already having accepted Jesus as Lord, and and it is in you not being instant, not you having already instantly being perfect, but it is in you full-heartedly beginning to put the word of God into practice, beginning to grow and develop in it, and su- surrendering and continuously surrendering to the word. And see, continuously surrendering to the word of God. Be renewed in the spirit of your mind. The re the R words beginning with a R-E or ending with E-R usually speak to you continuously doing something. And every time you work out, you develop more strength, more muscle. Where every time you do reps in the things of God, you get you. But and the thing about it is being consistent and being diligent, uh, being just constantly doing it on a regular basis. Like we said, Jesus said, "Unless you take up your cross and follow after me daily, you cannot be my disciple." So he's saying, unless you are continuing, the Word of God talks about continuing in the word of truth. I believe. Well, I believe it's saying it like that, but we have to look at that later. But verse 5 says, "Who is he that overcometh the world but he that believeth that Jesus is the Son of God?" This is he that came by water and blood, even Jesus Christ, not by water only, but by water and blood, and it is the Spirit that beareth witness, because the Spirit is truth. So it is he that overcometh the world, or and the King James Version, the word ETH, see that speaks to past tense. That speaks to already done. So as long as you continue to let's go to be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Ephesians 4, chapter 4, verse 23. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Renewed. So just like we talked about how you constantly got to do something over and over. Don't be discouraged if seems like no matter how much you read and meditate in the word, you still got sinful thoughts or sinful desires and all of that. This is telling you, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness. So he's telling you put on the new man, which is created in righteousness and true holiness. Continuously doing this. 25, wherefore putting away lying, speak every man truth. So replace lying with telling the truth. Replace ungodly thoughts with godly thoughts. And when those ungodly thoughts come back, replace it with a godly thought again and again. As a matter of fact, to stuff your mind with godly thoughts to the point where and that ye put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness. See, that's about you stuffing and packing your mind to the point where you are, which after God, which is sort of like saying inherited, or it is imputed from God, walking in true righteousness and true holiness. Word of God talks about holiness. God says, "Be holy as I am holy," and see that is speaking to the Word of God also saying, "Abide in me, and I will abide in you," speaking to intimacy to the point where you become one with who God is. Just like, well, in a marriage, husband and wife become one. Well, this is how we are to become one with God. So yes, constantly redoing the word. Okay. Well, just trying to think exactly how to start this next one, but okay.